Good afternoon, everyone. Looks like got three people in here. There was my notification that I just went live. Welcome in, everyone. Not sure if Ace and Eddie are still here, but I'm sure they'll be back soon if they're not. Hello, Ace. Hello, Eddie. A little bit warmer today. It was well up into the 40s, sunny today. Took snow down a little bit more. Still a long ways to go, but I would say we probably have lost over half of that. Yeah, I know it. Definitely over half of it's gone. Eddie's here. I figured you were. You're always lurking in the background if you're not in chat. You don't want to miss anything. Hello, Gary. I didn't quite make that high here. I know at one time I checked today it was 45. Let's see what it is. Don't know if Nightbot's awake yet or not, but we'll wake him up. Hello, Sassy777. Well, I do have to say, Eddie chatted before Gary. So if you were here and didn't chat, Gary, then that's your fault. I gotta give this one to Eddie. I'll drop down a little bit. 43 here now. I'll be happy when we get rid of this snow. I know they were talking about another snowstorm next weekend, but now it looks like Friday we're going to get rain, and it's going to get cold this weekend, but no precipitation. Let me check that again. Yep, Friday we're supposed to have 50% chance of rain, but it's supposed to be in the 50s. Saturday, partly cloudy in the 40s. And then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week, it's supposed to be sunny and in the 30s. And then the teens at night. But we're going to have a few warm days before that, so hopefully we can get rid of the snow. It's getting a little bit easier to walk out there now. But boy, for a couple days there, I was really having some trouble walking through it. It was pretty deep. Yep, I gotta give that one to Eddie too. DD is faster than 29. You're hitting the same key twice and then hit enter. For 29, you're hitting three different keys. So, yep, DD is faster. Hello, Arlene. Well, of course you're watching football, Eddie. Hello, Sue. Well, Gary, the 2 and the 9 are on opposite ends of the keyboard. So you're moving a lot to do that. Yep. 2-9 is more movement, Eddie. Was anyone else gonna chat, or are you just gonna go ahead and keep letting Gary and Eddie have their argument? Yeah, I know, Arlene. Yeah, once I get fiber, so I can have people on panel, I have to have them come up so they can have the argument face to face instead of keyboard to keyboard. Hello, Anne. Well, we'll let the boys continue to argue, and I'll continue on. Well, everyone except me is surviving the snow good. Well, can't really say about the chickens. They are not happy about the snow at all. They went up there today, and of course, they're all outside. Warmer day today, so they didn't stay in the coop today. And none of them are on the ground. They're all up on something. Had one Rhode Island red up on a tree about 15 feet. Guineas were all up in the air. Had one guinea that flew out and was in one of the trees out here in the yard. That guinea actually climbed that tree. I wish I had my phone with me so I could have tried to video it, but I left my phone inside. And 30 seconds before I saw this, I said, no, I'm not going to go back inside to get my phone. And then this guinea flies over to the tree and lands on the side of the tree and actually walks up the side of the tree to get to a limb. I know I've seen wild birds do that before, but I've never seen a domesticated bird do it. Well, maybe it's because I've never had guineas before. I've never seen a chicken do that. That's the first time I've ever seen a guinea do it. And I don't know if it's a male or a female, because I still haven't got them figured out yet. I know I've got both male and female just from the sound they make. They each make a different sound, but I haven't got it figured out which yet. All I know is one of the white ones, and I only have 2 white ones. But they're an interesting bird. I had another one fly like 4 or 5 feet off the ground the entire length of the run. I'd heard that they're good flyers, and I can see they do fly pretty good. But until we got snow on the ground, they weren't flying much. They were on the ground. But now they don't want to be down in the snow. They're flying. I'll go back, see if I missed anything in chat here. I like that, Eddie. Gary's an interesting bird. Hello, Maritza. And Gary says, devil dogs are like turkeys. They look up the sky and drown themselves in the rain. You know, Gary and Eddie, I think you two are brothers. You fight just like brothers do. Well, I woke up Friday morning, didn't have any internet. So I had to go out and clean off the satellite dish. Then that came right back. Diesel heater's been running good. I'm almost out of diesel now. And I didn't get out today to go get any more, so I'm using the propane heater mostly. But I got the diesel heater down as low as it will go to try to keep it running. Because it seems to be, when I first started up, when those electrical issues kick in. As long as it's running, it seems to be fine. So I'm hoping to keep it running on low until I go get more diesel tomorrow. Waiting for the snow to melt down a little bit so I can get all the driver without shoveling. I could shovel it, but be easier not to. Plus, the road would be better, too. Plow just went through not too long ago, scraping some of the slush off. Because there were some bare spots, and then the spots that was covered. And it warmed up today and softened up most of that where it was covered. So they got a lot of that scraped off now. I won't go out early in the morning. I'll wait till it warms up so I don't have to deal with the black ice. And then I'll go get some more diesel and some more propane tomorrow. Get stocked up on that. Now, I'm not taking anyone's jacket away, Gary. Hello, Demoose. Hello, Brett. If I absolutely had to, Brett, I think I could have made it, but didn't wanna. I gave up driving in snow. So I said I'd just wait a while. But the plow just went through about an hour ago. So I think they got a lot of slush scraped off the road now. They scared the cats, I know that. Because most of it here in front of the house was bare. And then just on the other side is where it was covered. So right in front of the house is where they dropped the plow. And it made quite a noise when that plow dropped down on the road. Cats all jumped. Yeah. Not as hilly going to Emerson's. That cat's not about to pounce on me, Gary. Hey, Dino. That's Dino. Dino loves me. Yeah, I hope we're done with the snow for the winter. One snowstorm's enough for me, especially one like this. Although I did have someone tell me the other day that we're going to get another 2 months like this. Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to attempt that mountain, Brett. Because that's quite an uphill grade there. You got the curve in the middle of it. Yeah, I had everything I needed to be snowed in for a few days. I could have used some more diesel, but I've only got the one can right now. I do plan on getting another can so I can get more diesel. But other than that, I filled my propane tanks, so I knew I'd have them as backup once the diesel ran out. Oh, I don't blame you there for wanting to get out of the house. But just too much work for me to go anywheres. Let me give that some thought, Gary. Maybe I can do one of these goals on here where if a certain number of people do a certain number of super chats, but then we got to do the same thing for you, Gary. Hello, Haig. Yeah, I agree, Eddie. Gary actually causes more problems in here than Brett does. Hello, Tony. And Arlene saying hi to all the silent watchers. We've got 21 people in here, but not 21 people chatting. So hello to everyone that hasn't chatted. Well, maybe I'll do the goal thing, but not right now, Gary. And then we can see if there's other people want them timed out. But like I said, then it's going to be turned around on you the next time. Hello, Arkwild Man. Welcome back, Ace. I see you commented before the live started, and I already said hello to you. So I'll say hello again now that you're here to hear me. Gary says, I don't cause any problems. I'm an angel. I don't know about that one. Hello, Judy. I probably would, Eddie. Everyone's got puppies. I don't have any puppies, and I'm not gonna have any puppies. My females are all spayed, so if they have puppies, something's going on. Hello, Deborah. Yeah, I'm trying to stay warm. Actually, had my propane heater off for a while this afternoon. Just had my diesel heater on number 1. That's where I'm going to be keeping it because I want to try to keep that running until I get to town tomorrow and get more diesel for it. And with the sun out shining today, that diesel heater on the lowest setting, it was actually getting a few degrees warmer in here. And as soon as the sun started going down, propane heater came on low. And probably before the live's over, I'll be turning that up to medium. It's not getting chilly in here yet, but I've noticed it's not as warm as it was. I myself couldn't build the platform in the tree, Anne, but that's not a bad idea. Because guineas like to get as high as they can. Now, chickens like to be up high to a certain point, but guineas, I've heard they'll go right up on the top of a 75-foot tree. They'll go right up in the upper limbs of that. I haven't seen them go that high, but that's what I've read about them. Oh, I missed it, Judy. I would have been there if I knew about that. Yes, Eddie, I know that. Yeah, Devil Dog and his wife, Devil Dog Keeper, they're breeders of um, Boston Terrier. Is that what they're called? I think that's what it is. They have purebred dogs, and they're good dogs. They're not mutts, that's for sure. They're good purebred dogs. Yeah, hopefully I will have some kittens, and I'd like to have Sanford father a litter. Oh, I could have made it 6 people if I knew about it. Yeah, I don't know if you were in here earlier when I was talking about the road, Ark Wild Man. But right in front of my house, that's been bare for a while. I think since about midday yesterday, that was bare. But heading east, that was all snow covered when I look out that window. And of course, I got slushy today with the temperatures up there. And then just before dark, probably now it was hour and a half ago, the plow went up through. They scraped a lot of that slush off. So I'm hoping this road be in halfway decent shape because tomorrow I want to go into town. I've got good tires on my car. They're all season tires. I prefer snow tires, but I didn't want to spend the money on snow tires to just use a week during the winter. Now I guess hope going into Waldron, it's good. I know just before Waldron, there's some pretty good hills, but I think they'll be in good shape. Yeah, I bet you can't go to Danville, Deborah. I imagine going over the mountain to get to Danville will be pretty bad. Yeah, a lot of times I don't get notifications of your stuff, Judy. And when it does come up on my feed, a lot of times it's days or weeks later. And this is Domino, in case anyone's wondering. Hello, Craig or Corrine, whichever one it is. Thank you, Ace. I appreciate that, Ace. I'd like to try to highlight that on my laptop, but I don't want to mess it up because that touch screen on it become pretty touchy. I think I need to clean the screen on it good because I'm getting pretty touchy. But thank you, Ace. I appreciate it. You know, Brett, I was petting the dogs in that last video. The only thing is, it didn't feel like I was petting a dog. It felt like I was petting a computer screen. But I know Grady, he had his nose right up to the camera. I petted him. Hello, Charlene. Oh, come on, Domino. Domino hit the screen of my phone and put me down into a little window if I couldn't read it. Yeah, Kitty's Domino, if you didn't hear me say it earlier. Hello, J&B. Yes, Cat been looking for love. Her and Sanford are usually pretty close together. Okay, Gary. Yes, she is, Judy. I was hoping I'd get an all white kitten, and she's close enough. Yeah, I think her and Sanford make some beautiful kittens. I'd like a calico. And with Sanford being orange and white, and Domino being white with just a little bit of black, that's just what you need for a calico. Hello, Wanda. My water's not froze, Brett. I shut off all the hoses and unhooked them, drained some of the water out. So there won't be any damage to the hose nozzles or anything. And then I left the water trickling in the bathroom in the big house, just the cold water. The hot water froze up one night. I think it was Wednesday night. That was froze Thursday. And then I didn't make it into the house on Friday. Yesterday, the hot water was thawed out. I don't know exactly how the plumbing runs under my house. I know got the heater going in the well house. That's good and warm. It's not going to freeze in there. And then I know it goes underground over to the house. And there's got to be an exposed pipe that goes up into the house. But I don't know exactly where it goes up into the house. If I could get a heat tape on that, then of course then I don't know how the pipes run inside either. I don't know going between all the fixtures. I don't know if that's under the floor or in the walls or what. Probably under the floor. So probably the only thing I can do is just keep the water trickling. But it seems to be working, except for the hot water. And I really don't know why that froze, because there's been colder nights that it didn't freeze. Hi, Batman. How you doing, buddy? This is Batman. He's my oldest cat. He'll be 7 years old in April. Well, Deborah, at least you have an excuse. Someone wants to know why you didn't text them back? Just tell them your phone froze to death. I've never had a phone quit entirely because of being cold. I've had it where I've had to let it warm up before it started working again. I've never had one quit altogether because of the cold. Yeah, there you go. Tell him Peter told you not to. You know, Deborah, that would have been a better story. Say the goats ate your phone. I hope they weren't very expensive sunglasses, Judy. I dropped my phone in the toilet at a restaurant once. That wasn't a lot of fun. But fortunately, they had a plunger in there. So I was able to get the phone out with the plunger. Well, I have to stick my hand in the toilet. And then I just took a bunch of paper towels and picked it up and carried it wrapped in the paper towels. And then I think I had to wait till I got home. No, I think I had to go buy some. I cleaned with hand sanitizer. I don't think I had any hand sanitizer. I think I had to go to the store and buy some hand sanitizer. And then just wipe the whole thing off of hand sanitizer several times. It didn't really hurt the phone. The only thing, the volume wasn't quite as loud after that. I would have trouble hearing people, and it didn't ring as loud. But other than that, it was okay. Yeah, my last pair of sunglasses was the most money I've ever spent on a pair of sunglasses. They were getting up towards $20 because they were the magnifying sunglasses. They're the same strength as my regular glasses. But I wanted a pair of sunglasses. So that's what I did. Oh yeah. It seems like most of the lives I go to, toilets are talked about eventually. Oh, that's a lot of money, Juan. It only lasts 2 days. Hi, Domino. How you doing? Yeah, I think mine were $18.99 if I remember right. I got them on Amazon. But they're the minus 200 strength. Domino, I can't see my phone. You care? People can't see my face now either. Domino. Look at, there you go. Look at the camera. Well, Domino's taking over the live now. Yep, enjoy the snacks, Judy. Ace, I'm not going to be singing. I'm not going to be dancing. Yeah, it's almost 8:30 for you, isn't it, Wanda? Yeah, time for the little ones to be in bed. Now, you don't want me singing anything. If any of you are wondering, Superman's right down here by my foot. In fact, I have my foot on the footstool. I'm touching him right now. He's sound asleep. When I was trying to set everything up, he tried getting in my lap, and I had to make him get down so I could get my camera set up and stuff. So he went on the footstool and fell asleep. Hello, Reverend Joe. Can any of you hear Domino purring? I know Emily'd be able to hear Domino purring if she was in here. Well, don't know what else to say other than tomorrow, one way or another, I'm going to get out of here. Might have to do a little bit of shoveling. You'll have to see. A little bit worried about the snowbank. If I could drive right straight through it, I'd be fine. But unfortunately, I can't see if there's any traffic coming until I get right out to the road. So I've got to slow way down, if not come to a complete stop, right in the snowbank. So I might shovel some of that out of the way tomorrow. Make sure I'm going to be able to get through there. Then I'll be able to get in town for the first time since Thursday. I'm not too bad, Wanda. I just want to get out so I can go get some diesel and fill up the propane tank or two, get some groceries. Once I get that snowbank shoveled out, then won't be a problem after that. Now, you didn't miss much, Charlene. No, I didn't build a snowman. I'm not able to be that prepared right now, Judy. But in a few days, I'll be a little more prepared. I'm going to get another diesel can. So when I go get diesel, I can get 10 gallon. Well, actually 11 because I got a gallon jug that I take with me too. That's what I use to fill the heater with. So that'll last me a little bit longer. And I've only got 4 propane tanks. Wish I still had all the propane tanks I had when I was in New York. I had 14. Batman. No skis, Brett. Never heard that one before, Reverend Joe. If anyone didn't see it, what do you feed a snowman? Frosted cereal and ice melt. Drew hasn't been around, Wanda. And he's not able to do any work at his place now, so he hasn't been up this way. But I just need to shovel maybe 3-4 feet off the road, just a little bit wider than my car. Hello, Emily. No, there's no one around here that I could get to help me right now, Emily. The only ones around here with plows in the front of the trucks is RDOT. But I don't need anyone with a plow, anyways. Drew was here the day before it snowed. Yeah, there's no one close by of any equipment, Reverend Joe. Drew's got his backhoe next door, but he's not living on the property right now, so yeah, I'm a long ways from Wiley. It's an hour drive to get there. Yeah, it's gonna happen, Judy. In fact, I'm getting a drill in the next few days so I can start drilling the holes to run the wires in here. Because the wiring has to be roughed in before you insulate. Otherwise, you got to take the insulation out when you wire it. I haven't been able to do that yet. But I'm going to get a drill and then I'll be able to start working on that. But I'm able to keep it pretty good in here. It's just costing more than it would if it's fully insulated. But I think having the roof insulated has made a big difference. By the road, Brett and Deborah are 36 miles from me. Over the mountains, less than 15 miles. But by the road is what counts. Well, you know, I probably could come up with some kind of plow, put on my lawn tractor. Won't do any good this winter, but nothing I'd want to spend a lot of money on because it's something you're going to use maybe once every 3 or 4 years. Like the snow we got last winter wasn't even enough to plow. But I was thinking about that today. I wonder if I could get a used plow to put on that or something. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. And if I don't think I can make it through the snowbank, well, if I'm not 100% sure, then I'll just shovel a little bit. It might take me, normally, it shouldn't take more than 5 or 10 minutes to do it. Might take me 20 minutes, half hour to get that shoveled out. But I'll just shovel out the snowbank a little bit wider in my car, and then I'll be able to get out. Snow's gone down a lot, especially today, because today it really warmed up nice. I would say it's gone down over half. Um, well, I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to warm up my other cup of coffee. And I'll give you guys a chance to put any questions in chat that you might have for me. And I'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Stay here, enjoy the refreshments. Judy can show you where the refreshments are. I'm back. Everyone's still here? Got to check how many people was here. Try this again. My chat stopped on my phone. Eddie got mad at me. Oh well. He'll get over it. Happy New Year, Barbara. Oh yeah, there's always refreshments, Ace. You haven't found them? Yep, free snow cones. You know, Judy, I come back, pick my phone up, and chat froze on it. I had to close it out and open it back up again. And then I see you say, let's flush son down the toilet while he's gone. Grab his phone. You did it, didn't you? Oh, yeah, Emily, I know you guys were talking about me. It's 10 cats, Emily. It was 9, Reverend Joe. But then when I rescued Sanford last summer, that put me up to 10. Yeah, I moved to Arkansas with 7 cats. And then Daisy had a couple the first year I was here. And then I rescued Sanford. So that put me up to 10. Actually, I don't juggle cats. Nope, not 37, Judy. Most cats I've ever had before in my life was 18. Yep, that's right, J&B. Sanford made 10. 4 females, 6 males. And Sanford's the only one that's not neutered. Who's this Double Dog Homestead? I better check him out. He might be a troll. You never know. Now look at that. No content. Not a new channel, though. June 27th, 2022. Hello, Henry Leslie, Vermont. You know, no, these cats are kind of funny. Domino is very close with Sanford. So I suspect she'll be the one that he gets. Fluffy doesn't want anything to do with him. She stood up on her hind legs and slapped him one day. And he's probably 10 pounds. And Fluffy's about 4 pounds. So he's about 2.5 times bigger than she is. And she told him no. And Dixie's done the same thing. Yeah, that belt look 29 likes to time people out. That might have something to do with the delay on the satellite. Probably the audio's getting through before the video is. But I hope once I get the fiber that it takes care of any of those problems. I'm hoping that is within the next week or so, but I don't know. Because I've got to have the fiber in time to be able to cancel the Viasat. That has to be canceled by the 29th, or I have to pay for another month. Because that payment's due on the 30th. So it's looking like I'm going to have to pay for $128 for another month of the Viasat. Yes, I know, Barbara. Yes, the fiber's going in the main house. And then I'll have to either run an extender over here, or well, I've got yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably just run that extender that I've got now that I actually bought to extend this Wi-Fi. But then I wasn't able to get anyone to mount the other piece of it that the wire runs to. I wasn't able to get anyone to mount that up high enough for me. So I haven't got that installed yet. So I'll just, I got enough cable to run it over here, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. I'll run that right over here and just have the extended part right here in the house. Okay, you have a good night, Henry Leslie Vermont. Thanks for being here. But they've got the fiber wire run to the house, have the box on the outside. And then it's a different company that does the inside installation. They have to call me, set up an appointment, and then I let them in the house, and they hook up what they need to hook up, and then good to go. But I want that done and use it for a day or two, make sure there's no problems with it before I cancel the Viasat. So I've got to have that in by 27th, 26th, 27th, somewhere in there. And here it is. What is today? Is it the 12th? Yeah, here it is, the 12th. So, and I haven't got a call yet, set the appointment. So I kind of doubt I'm going to get the fiber in the next 2 weeks. No, it'll just be in the main house, Judy, and then I'll have a extender over here. Hi, Sanford. So I don't know what the range will be on it. But I would imagine it's going to be pushing it to reach over here without the extender. I know when I'm over to the big house, the Wi-Fi is very spotty over there. Like when I go in the back door, I lose it right at the back door. I don't get it in the kitchen. In the bedroom, I can get it if I'm near the wall facing this way. In the bathroom, I can get it if I'm near the window. Living room, can't pick it up at all. So I would assume that the range is probably going to be about the same on the fiber. So I definitely have to have an extender over here. It is a big house, Brett. Well, in fact, what I'm in now is the biggest place I've lived in 8 years. Hey, Sanford, if you're going to keep walking back and forth, you have to at least stop and say hello to everyone. And you can just continue it on. Very rude. Is it an insulated mug, Emily, or is it one of those mugs that you plug in? My problem is I go through coffee usually before it even gets cold. You know, it's funny that you're mentioning hot dogs, Brett. I was just thinking today, I haven't thought about hot dogs in a long time. I was just thinking today, hot dogs aren't my favorite, but I'd like to have them once in a while. And I was just thinking today, it's too bad I don't have any hot dogs. I was just in the mood for a hot dog this afternoon. I usually try to keep a package or two in the freezer, so I can have a hot dog or two when I want it. Well, it's just the opposite, Eddie. It's I call it the big house because it is a big house, but definitely not going to be prison. If peanut butter brownies sound good. Yes, Barbara, they do. Dogs love hot dogs. In fact, Brett took me to Walmart one day last year. We both had pickup orders there. And everything's just in the back of the truck there. And he'd point, oh, here, this bag's yours, this bag's mine. Saw one of the hot dogs in it. Oh, this one must be mine. And I know what that looks like my stuff. And he looks farther. Oh yeah, it is yours. But just because the hot dog was in there, because he bought some hot dogs for the dogs. So yeah, I've never been a big fan of hot dogs, but they're just one of those things that every now and then I want a hot dog. But if I was trying to live off from hot dogs, I'd lose some serious weight. The chocolate frosting's good. Oh, that's too bad, Emily. I've never seen a dog yet that will turn down hot dogs. Are you going to eat the whole can of chocolate frosting, Brett? I've done that before. Not in one sitting. It was over a period of, I think, about 3 days, 4 days. Started out, I just wanted to get a spoonful. Then, went back, got another spoonful. Just kept going. And then it got to the point, there's not enough frosting here to frost the cake, so I might just eat the rest of it. I got to get some more peanut butter. I buy the big jar of it. I don't know. I don't know what size it is. It's a big jar. It's not those little 18-ounce jars. I think it's a 40-ounce or 48-ounce, something like that. It don't want to take me long to finish it. Have a good night, J&B. Well, be careful about Toby eating stuff like that, Judy. So I belong to a Facebook group we can post questions for vets to answer, and there was a lot of stuff there about dogs eating stuff they shouldn't be eating. Sometimes they're able to pass it, but a lot of times they end up having surgery. Hello, the chicken. Well, you commented on my last video about the snow. Well, you're welcome to come and get all the snow you want. I'll give it all to you. But you know, Judy, you're buying frosting put on a cake. You need to buy at least 2 containers of it. One for the cake and one to eat. You're crazy, Tony. Peanut butter and chocolate were meant to go together. Well, that's good, Judy, as long as he's bringing up the stuff that's not supposed to be in his stomach. I had a cat ate a cassette tape one time. Had to have surgery. Ended up having to have 6 inches of his small intestine taken out. We've got less than half of what we had to check in, but still, it's more than I want. Yeah, I didn't measure the snowfall like I should have. I didn't measure it until after it was longer than 24 hours after it started. And you're supposed to measure every 12 hours. So it settled some by then, some had melted. So I don't know exactly what we got, but I'm sure that it was somewhere between 14 and 16 inches. Maybe a hair more. But I definitely didn't get an accurate reading. Well, my dogs have toys all over the place. And one of their balls that I bought for them last summer, hadn't seen in quite a while. Well, apparently it was under the house. Because after we got the snow, they brought that ball out and was playing with it yesterday. And if it was on the ground anywhere in the yard, it was under the snow. So I know they had that stashed under the house. Yeah, from I think it was Wednesday or Thursday until last Sunday. There'll be week to week and a half ago. The next place east of where I used to live got 65 inches. I didn't see any reports from the town I used to live in, but I imagine it was similar. I used to be a weather watcher for the Syracuse Post-Standard. And they said measure the snow every 12 hours if possible. Because if you wait too long, then the snow starts settling and you're not getting an accurate reading. And then if it's near freezing, then it's going to be melting. Worked out good for me because I was working second shift. So I'd get home normally just before midnight. And if roads are bad, it might be after midnight. But I'd measure it when I got home, then clean off the spot where I was measuring it. And then about noon next day, I'd measure it again. The weather's been crazy to check in. What was it, 2, 3 weeks ago? I forgot how long ago it was. Wanda Henry on Prince Edward Island, way up in Canada, was 48 degrees, and we were, I believe it was in the upper 20s here that night. It should have been a lot colder up there than it was here. Yeah, they were saying that there was a slight chance we'd get a snowstorm next weekend. They said they weren't too confident, but there was a slight chance. But it's looking like now they're starting to think that's not going to happen. Yep, that's right, the chicken. Atlanta should not be getting more snow than Connecticut. Yeah, I think that's what our average is here, Tony, is right around 2 or 3 inches. Yeah, I'm staying warm, Des. Had turned my diesel heater down to almost nothing because I've only got one can to put diesel in, but I'm going to change that here shortly. So I can have some extra diesel on hand. But I've got enough propane to last me. The tank I have on there will probably last probably till sometime tomorrow, maybe into tomorrow night. But I plan on having more diesel and propane by then. And then I still have another full tank of propane that's not on there yet. Your 10-day forecast doesn't look bad until you get towards the end of it. Get out like the 7th, 8th day, then it's supposed to get cold. Now, it didn't hurt to hit my thumb, Ace. Look at those cute dogs. That's a little chilly for you, isn't it, Des? Just seems like it should be more than 49 in the evening in Florida. The chicken's from Connecticut. Judy, just look up that Ace's comment where she put the emojis up. Yeah, 36 here. I looked up the normal temperature for today's date. Should be a high of 48 and a low of 30. So we're not doing too bad. Yeah, it's been chilly, Emily. Well, at least better than what it was. We had one day didn't go above freezing. That was it Thursday? The day it started snowing? I think that was the day. Never went above freezing that day. It only got up to about 30. But that's the only day so far that we haven't gone above freezing. And I see there is one day in the 10-day forecast, they're predicting a high of 32. No, I haven't, Emily. I haven't seen Hanover's peas. I don't know anyone that's in California now. I know some people that used to live in California. Yep, that's right, Judy. Emily's got all her chores done. She's relaxed now. It starts snowing here at 10:30. Yeah, I figured that's what you're asking about. The old fires are terrible there. What are you going to tell us, Emily? I got to reposition. Hi, Sanford. Come here, buddy. Oh. Three pretty face on camera. There you go. Here's Sanford. Superman's still sound asleep. Well, that's not good, Emily. You need water in the dishwasher. Yeah, Judy. You know, God would just open up the skies over California. That's what they need. Well, been on here almost 2 hours. Hour and 58 minutes. So go another 2 minutes. Then I think we'll call it a night. Have a good night, Haig. Well, I want to thank everyone for being here. I appreciate it. I'll have a video coming out tomorrow. I'm going to continue on either video or live every day. I've made it 12 days now, so maybe I can make it 365 days. We'll see. Okay, Gary. Have a good night, Judy. Have a good night, Tony. Have a good night, Wanda. Actually, I'll see you in a half hour. Half hour from now, Wanda Henry will be having her live. So hopefully I'll see everyone here in Wanda's house. How are we doing on time? 2 hours exactly. I made it. Another live Wednesday, 10 o'clock Central. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.